Hey guys, welcome. It's Tuesday afternoon. Frickin' didn't really get much done today, just kind of woke up. Gonna probably have to head her off to the res and go pick up some frickin' cigarettes. Cause I love cigarettes. Already had a shower, different shirt, black VlogginLife, I think, could be blue, I don't know, just go with it. Oh, we gotta work again tonight, tomorrow night, and Thursday night, and then we're off for the freaking weekend, which starts on Friday. Cause it's Friday, don't have to work on Friday. Get to stay home and not go to the workplace. Sorry about that. Just been e-chooching, you know, just e-chooching. So, yeah, cause I'm completely out of cigarettes, and if I want a cigarette, I gotta e-chooch, so. That's why we gotta go to the res, get some cigarette. And just been finished watching some videos. Friggin' Nahoiga put up part 2 of her Xbox controller smash. It's pretty good, pretty good. What else did I watch here? Frickin' Bloke's video never made it to my stream, which is kinda kaif, but you know, it's the way she goes. But let's start the vlog and we'll talk about what I watched after that. Yeah, so people, welcome to my vlog. So I honestly have no idea what the frig happened last night because I'm sitting there and I edited up the vlog and hit the render button, and normally when I'm done doing that I hop on YouTube's and I go and check out, because usually Bloke's video's up by then and a couple other people have a couple videos up by then. So it gives me, well, Bloke's, I can usually watch Bloke's video, and by the time his video's done, my vlog's done rendering, so I'm good to go.
However,
I couldn't find it on YouTube. So I was like, well, what the hell? So I figured, oh, I'll go check his Facebook, because every time he uploads a video, it always goes to Facebook. It was there, but it's still not in my YouTube stream. So obviously something's going on over at YouTube HQ, and videos aren't doing what they should be doing. That's going in the stream.
so
Luckily, and thank God for Facebook, because otherwise I would have missed it, and it was pretty funny. So, yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's the way she goes. You know you're comfy when?
Yeah, I'm comfy.
Freaking cat's all contorted.
I'm not contorted, jeez. Meanie.
Oh, what a creature.
You're a creature.
What a creature indeed.
You're a creature.
Alright, well, I didn't really lie, but I kind of sort of did. I still have some cigarettes left, but not many. So that's why I gotta go to the reserve today and scoop some up. Oh, I look weird in the friggin' shot. Yeah, I was just chatting with Bloke. He called. He's trying to see what the best approach for his cable TV issue is and all that bullshit with the internet and how they're dicking him around. So I told him the best bet is just to call retentions. Like, I was with Kojiko for 10 years. Oh, 6 years. 7, 8 years. Because I was 2 years when I lived with my parents, and then 6 years since I've owned this house. So I was with Kojiko for 6 years. And they got really upset when I called and canceled, and they're trying everything possible to keep me, give me the free phone service, free cable TV, all sorts of different things. And I was like, no, I'm doing this because it's going to be cheaper. I said, unless you can offer me what they're giving me with no cap at $35 a month, I'll stay. And they said, well, no, there's no way anybody can do that. And I said, well, that's why I'm leaving. And basically all Bloke has to do is call retentions, and those guys will bend over backwards to fix this problem for him. I guarantee it, if they quit putting them on hold. Now, Rogers is obviously a bigger network than Kojiko. You know, they got cell phones. Like, Rogers bought AT&T. And we used to have, was it Cantel AT&T or something like that? I can't remember what the hell they were called. But Rogers bought AT&T back in the day, and then started doing all the cable and cable bundling and internet and all that. And I honestly don't like AT&T for phones up here because the coverage sucks. When we went camping this summer, I don't know if you guys remember that video, but everybody at the campground who had Rogers had no bars. I, however, had bars. I had full service the whole time I was there. I was able to call people, I was able to text people. My phone worked fine, but nobody else's did who was with Rogers. Their coverage sucks, you know? And up here in Canada, if you watch my IRL video about cell phone plans, everybody's competitive to the point where everybody offers the exact same package and charges the exact same price. So the only reason why you go with one competitor over another is because they have a handset that you want that the other competitors don't have. And that's the only difference between our cell phone providers up here. Is some of them have different Android phones, some of them offer different Windows phones, all of them offer the iPhone and the Galaxy Nexus, like all the Galaxy S3 and all that. But If you wanted like a certain HTC phone, like the HTC One X, you can only get that with Rogers. But the HTC One S, you can get that with Telus or Bell. You know, so that's the only reason why you would choose a different provider, is to get a different handset. But honestly, nowadays, a lot of people are just running the Google Nexus phones, or the Samsung Galaxies, or the friggin' iPhones. So honestly, one of these competitors has to pull a monkey out of their ass and come up with something really good, pull everybody over. But I honestly have only had a Rogers phone once, and it was a pay-as-you-go phone that I used when I was in college. It was like the friggin' Zach Morris phone, you know, the tumor causers. And it was a pile of shit, but I just used it to call out because the number wasn't a local number, it was a Barrie number, because we didn't have local roaming here for freaking pay-as-you-go. And I used that in my college days just to call Dad if I needed a pickup, or if I was going to see if he can give me a ride home so I didn't have to take the loser cruiser, which is what I call the bus. And because I freaking hate taking the bus. Oh shit, I hated it. Like, the college is only 20 minutes from here, and you'd be on the bus for an hour and a half, because you'd have to go all the way downtown, which would take about 35 minutes after you're done the tour, transfer to another bus, and you're on that bus for about 45 minutes to get home. It was like, holy shit. Like, I'd leave in the morning at 6 o'clock to be at school for 7:30. Like, that's ridiculous. But sometimes you gotta do that. And yeah, it was freaking brutal. So I used to call Dad all the time. That's why I used my pay-as-you-go phone for. I put 20 bucks on it for the month, and it was good. But yeah, freaking brutal. Coverage on that phone wasn't too bad, but that was before they started doing data and stuff. Hey, all that phone was a phone. You couldn't text on it or nothing. Texting wasn't even around then. All you could do was call people, which was fine. But yeah, it seems nowadays, with all the new technology coming out and the latest technology and all that shit, that coverage is starting to become a problem. Well, just with Rogers. Rogers coverage sucks. Like, it might be good in some locations, but up here in the north, Rogers is crap. That's why I stick with Bell or Telus, because they have the best coverage everywhere. Friggin' awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna go make something to eat, because I'm freaking starved, so let's go. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna have to head out soon. It's 2:48 p.m. I gotta be at work for 3:34. I was just dicking around this Groove Maker thing on iPad. Basically, it allows you to make some music, right? But it has this really cool ability. When you export on your tablet, it says go to this website on your browser to download your song. A lot of these programs I played with, what it does is it doesn't actually download the song to your computer. It basically exports it, and then you got to hook it up to iTunes and sync and hope it pulls it into iTunes. What this does is it actually turns it into like a web server, puts the file on the export for the web server. You go to it with port 5555, and it pops up a link saying go ahead and download your song here, and you click there, and if you click it, it'll actually start playing it on the browser, which is kind of annoying. But if you right click and say save link, it'll download your song for you. So that's kind of cool. I think that's pretty neat. It's kind of limited to what it can do, but it was on that app shop, a regular $2.99 on for free, so I figured, shit, I'll give her a go.
And I did.
Still just sitting there, eh?
Yep. Why?
Doing anything important today?
Nope. Don't plan on it.
I thought so. What can I say? Lazier than a lump on a log. Look, you're on camera.
Oh, get that out of my face. Come on.
How do you feel about that?
I don't feel really happy about it at all, so I'm not going to look at it. It's still there, isn't it? Come on.
Felix.
No.
Look over here.
I don't want to.
Look over here.
No.
Look over here.
Get that camera out of my face.
Okay, I'll leave you alone. Jesus. God, he's in a frumpy mood today, let me tell you. Oh, I'll frig him. Alright, people, well, it's time to head off to work. First, I'm going to go to the reserve, get some cigarettes. So let's rock and roll. Alrighty, well, I'm going to film myself while I go to the reserve. You know, might be something worthwhile to talk about. Who knows? Who knows? Try and get out of here without killing anybody. Oh, evasive maneuvers. Dodge the bus. Frig yeah. Almost got dicked over by the stopping bus. That would have been like another 30 seconds later. Yep. Would have got frigged over by that, but nope. But yeah, bloke called me because he wanted to know what the frig was going on, because he was talking to another buddy of his who gets AdSense, and buddy got an email saying that you got to submit your banking information because Google's no longer sending out paychecks. Now I remember Rex telling me about this in the past, that now Google wants to do direct deposit. And that's fine if you have a bank account, but what if you're one of those people out there who doesn't have a bank account for whatever reason, and you like getting the checks because you put them somewhere else? Like, for instance, my buddy who's on AdSense, he doesn't have a bank account, what he does, and it's kind of brutal because he goes to those loan shark places like Cash, Payday Loan, whatever you want to call it, Cash Mart, Money Mart, those really bad Shylock places that they basically take 10% of whatever the check's value is and give you the rest. They really screw you over. So, but they'll cash any check out there. Won't put a hold on it either. And but that's what he would do, is he would just go to the Money Mart and basically cash a check, and you know, oh well, he lost 10%. He didn't really give a shit, but that's how he would cash his Google earnings. So yeah, it's kind of brutal now, because now they want bank account information, which means anybody who doesn't have a bank account is going to have, on AdSense, is going to have to go out and get a bank account. Now, how does that differ from being on our network? Well, on our network, we get paid through PayPal. Like, we get the money PayPal to us. Unless you're a US citizen, then you can get a direct deposit into your bank account. But being a Canadian, I have to get everything done through PayPal. So, at my PayPal, I have it set to deposit money to my bank account. So, not a big deal. It takes a little bit longer to get the money out of PayPal to your bank account than it would with direct deposit, but I honestly would rather have direct deposit. But, yeah. However, soon, I know it's available in the States already, but Canada doesn't have it yet. PayPal has debit cards, where your PayPal account is literally a bank account, and you can go to an ATM and stick your friggin' PayPal card into it, punch in your security code, just like you do with a debit card, and get money. It's supposed to be coming to Canada in 2013, but right now they're just doing it in the States. And when that happens, that'll be nice. Because honestly, I wouldn't even bother changing my account from, I wouldn't even bother withdrawing the money from PayPal. I just leave it there and use the PayPal card for things like when the girlfriend and I go for dinner, or, you know, whatever we're doing. I would just leave the money in the account and give her. But this whole AdSense thing, forcing people to have bank accounts, I don't know if that's a security thing or what. I know it costs Google money to send out those paychecks, and there's a lot of people who prefer to receive the paperback check than get money plowed into their account. Because with the paperback check, I believe you also receive a printout from AdSense showing the breakdown of how the money was earned, where usually if you don't actually do that, you direct with the deposit, they don't give you that breakdown. They literally just throw the money in your account, and then it's up to you to go check your analytics to get an idea as to what the frig happened and why you earned that much money. I had to drop the nitrous there. The friggin' truck wasn't gonna let me in. So yeah, bloke wanted to make sure it wasn't a hoax, but like I told him, I said, if it's coming from AdSense's homepage, chances are it's valid. And I know Google's trying to find ways to save money, because they're not making that much profit off the YouTube whole thing. So, but whatever, you know. Some people are going to be right. Like, my buddy's pissed about this, because now he's like, well, frig, now I got to go get a bank account. What bank are you with, Adam? I'm like, yeah, I'm with TD, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I told him to go to Scotia, because Scotia Bank, you can get a checkings account where you can deposit your money in, and your debit card, whenever you buy something with your debit card, you freaking get points towards movies at the theater. So that's kind of cool, you know. You buy enough shit over your time, and I think it's like every $5 spent, you get a point or something like that. So, you know, you spend $5,000 over your lifetime, you get a free movie. At least it's something. I could be wrong on those numbers. It could be $1 a point. I think it's $1 a point with a debit card and 5 points per dollar on the credit card. I might be wrong on that. I don't know. Girlfriend has the Scene credit card. That's what we did for the trip to Dominican. Was we put it all on her credit card, eh? Her parents' tickets as well. We wanted to do my parents' tickets on it as well, but Dad wanted the points on his credit card. He doesn't have a Scene card. He has an Optimum card, Canadian Tire dollars. So we basically put it all on the girlfriend's friggin' Scene card, and now we have like 14 free movies at the theater. So that's pretty cool. I just wish they would make some movies that were worth going to see, because lately this theater's just been putting out rehashed bullshit. I don't know about you guys, but these movies this summer, only movies we went and seen were Ted. She saw a bunch of other ones, like she saw Brave and a couple other ones, but I think she saw that one, that Dr. Seuss one there, Snorlax or whatever the hell it was called. Can't remember the name of it, but yeah, she saw a bunch of other ones, but I only seen the Avengers, Spider-Man. Did we go see Captain America? No, that wasn't even in the summer. Ted, I saw Ted. That was a great movie. A Kind of want that on Blu-ray. What else? Harry Potter, I think. No, that was last November. Did we go see Harry Potter? Was Harry Potter in July? I think Harry Potter was in July, eh? Yeah, okay, so Harry Potter, I think. I don't know, frick. I didn't see many movies this summer, and usually the summer is when the good movies come out. And so far, they've just been dropping shit. So, haven't really been watching too many movies this summer at the theater. But we got a lot of tickets available to go. Then we just saw that 3D movie there, that Fix It Feel, or was it Wreck-It Ralph. Just saw that one. That was pretty good. I like that one. Yeah. Didn't really go and see many movies because there just wasn't much to go see. Because Hollywood is just boring now. Nobody can come up with an idea of their own, so all they do is, it's like they watch other movies and then make a slight altercation to it, rehash it, stab it up, and call it their own. Like, Avatar is literally the story of Pocahontas. I shit you not. It's Pocahontas in 3D with blue Smurf Catman, you know? All these scary movies coming out, like they're all rehashes and so predictable because once you've seen one, you've seen them all. You know what's going to happen, so frig it, not worth it. Like Paranormal Activity, you know what's going to happen. It's going to start off being boring as frig, and then it's going to slowly climax, and then all of a sudden it's going to turn in where shit's happening all the time and stuff's jumping out at you, and you know, that effect, that brank, when they smash their hands on a piano. But all in all, I don't know, I found movies this summer to be really, really shitty. But that could just be me. Maybe you guys liked what was out in the theater, I don't know. But so far this summer, it has not been a good summer for movies. Talk about trailing off topic, eh? Started off talking about how AdSense wants to drop money right in your bank account. Talking about movies. Oh well, that's the way I play the game, people. That's the way I play the game. The game called YouTube. But yeah, Bloke's video still hasn't made it into my sub box, but I saw it already on Facebook, so right on. Holy shit, I never got caught by this light before. That's pretty dicked. Damn, dog. Watch, as soon as I come to a stop, she's gonna turn green. Told ya. Son of a bitch. So I guess Pug 1 gets out soon, eh? I freaked out last night. I was watching YouTube and I saw YouTube's been doing this thing where it puts recommended videos on my sub box, and I saw one saying I'm back or something like that, and I was like, holy shit, Pug's out. And I watched it and I'm like, wait a second, this looks familiar, because he walks into the shop and Pug 2's sitting in there and he's like freaking out, and I'm like, this is when he was last time he was in. Oh, freak, say, I thought he was out. And he dropped the video, but no, it was the last time he went, when he went to prison for the 30 days or 20 days or whatever it was. So I was like, oh, frig, okay, well, I guess he's still in jail. But, oh, I'm sure he'll be out soon. People said before Christmas, so that's right on, right on. We're clear, we're not going to get into an accident. So, can't wait for him to get back to his old videos, and I'll have even more to watch at night when I'm rendering, because me, Pug, and Bloke all seem to upload at the same time, late in the friggin' evening. But Bloke usually watches videos in the AM. I usually watch them while my shit's rendering. You know, we all have our own YouTube rituals. Everybody has a YouTube ritual. Hell, my buddy told me that he watches me on his iPad in the morning when he's dropping a deuce. So there you go. I entertain him while he poops. Hey man, everybody needs a hobby. Clear, I hate coming around that corner. Can't tell what the hell's going on. Okay, well, I'm gonna go inside, grab some cigarettes, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Nice little Jag V2 there for you people. Look at the rims. Friggin', it looks like the exact same rims I got on my Trans Am. That thing's sweet. Alrighty people, looking all over for my cigarettes. Get the hell out of here and go to work. It's currently 3:35, and yeah, other things. Well, I'm hoping tonight is a nice, easy night. We did get slammed last night when we first came in, but holy shit, bud, know your role. Okay. Yeah, like I was saying, we got slammed last night when I first came in, but it calmed down like right away, so it wasn't that big of a deal. What the frick are these guys doing? Oh yeah. Probably gonna be doing some bridge repairs over the winter. Look at these guys. They got a friggin' Ecoped. Buddy in the bush jacket there was behind the friggin' trailer where I buy the smokes. friggin' just yanking on a gagger, just choking one back. You could smell it. It was friggin' brutal. It smelled like the cheap $5 mall dope. Yeah, it was blazing at the reserve. Some pretty good skunk, that's for sure. But, friggin' rights. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell's going on. I still gotta finish up my Christmas shopping. Luckily for mom and dad, it's super easy. I already got theirs done. I just gotta go pick it up. And girlfriend and I agreed that we're not gonna go overboard on each other this year for Christmas because we got that big trip in March. I just hope I can take the big trip in March. But yeah, we're not gonna go overboard like we did last year and the year before and the year before that. Because frig's sakes, we were dropping like 5 bills on each other. So this year here we agreed, $100 is all we're gonna spend. Just keep it simple. So far, I'm at $40 in the $100 budget. I can't really say much else because if she does watch the video and she finds out what I got her, because she's kind of funny with Christmas, is she always wants hints. She always asks for hints with presents. So what'd you get me? Can I get a hint? And I'll be so vague. I'll be like, I bought it in a store, or it's in a box. You know, I won't give her hints that are too direct. I keep it as vague as possible because she only asked me for certain things, and it's one of those where, okay, so she only wants certain things, so we've got to keep it, got to keep the hints as vague as possible. My favorite hint to give her is, you'll see on Christmas morning, because it's a valid hint, right? Because, you know, on Christmas morning she's going to unwrap it, she'll see what it is. So I don't know, I think it's a pretty good hint. I don't know, I've never been like that with Christmas. I always like the surprise on Christmas morning. I always like being, you know, unwrapping something, going, oh my god, yeah, that's what I wanted. And, or, oh yeah, that was pretty cool, I can use this, you know, or, you know, whatever, you know, one of those things. I don't like having hints because it just kind of ruins the surprise. My brother was bad for Christmas, holy shit. He found out where my parents used to hide the presents, and he used to go and friggin', oh shit. He used to go and break into the closet where the presents were hidden and go and snoop through, and then the little bastard would come and tell me what I got. So, thanks for ruining Christmas. Used to do that all the time until my parents were smart and they would buy presents but leave it at my grandma's house. And that way, then go on Christmas Eve, Dad would be like, oh, I gotta go out and get some pop, and you go out and get friggin' presents. Meanwhile, you know, it's like, why are you going to get pop? There's like 3 bottles of Pepsi in the fridge. Oh, I want some ginger ale, you know, I need ginger ale. Yeah, he'd come back with a bottle of ginger ale. The guy was great. He was awesome at friggin' pulling the wool over our ears, or eyes, or whatever that saying is. So, it was pretty funny. He did a pretty good job of keeping us at bay. Well, he had to do something because I was complaining that Christmas was bad because I already knew what I got. And I don't like acting surprised. But yeah, Christmas around our household is hectic, probably hectic for everybody. Basically, like I said, I think I said it, Christmas Eve I gotta work till midnight, and what we're gonna do is, Christmas Eve, we're going to, before I go to work, we're gonna go over to the girlfriend's parents' house, because they have a tradition where you get to unwrap one present, and usually the present's pajamas. So we're gonna do that early. Then I'm gonna scoot off to work, and she's gonna stay at her parents' house and do Christmassy stuff. I don't know, friggin' probably play games and drink some booze or whatever, I don't know. Eat some food, lots and lots of food. Christmas is known for eating. And while she's doing that, I'll be at work slaving away. And then I get off work at midnight, so then I gotta scoot over there, pick her up, and then we gotta scoot to my parents' house, because we do Christmas at my parents' house on Christmas Eve. So we're gonna do that. And then Christmas Day, I gotta work from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So that means I'll probably get home from my parents' house at around 3, 4 in the morning. It's gonna suck, but it's the way she goes. I'll be able to get maybe 5 minutes of sleep. Probably not even gonna bother, probably just gonna sleep at the office. Only jump the light button. Oh, you're a taxi cab, that's why. So hopefully Christmas Day is dead and I can just sleep the 8 hours away and then go to the girlfriend's parents' house Christmas night, do Christmas there, unwrap presents, and have Christmas dinner, and then go home and probably pass out by 9 o'clock. It's going to be a freaking brutal Christmas. That's why I miss the old days when we used to shut down shop on Christmas Eve. Or we used to leave Christmas Eve at noon, shut everything down at noon so people could be with their families. Christmas Day we were closed, Boxing Day was full staff. That's the day after Christmas. And it was awesome. But then they started this 24-hour bullshit, and now we have to have full staff on at all times because operations requires full staff. And last year and the year before I got Christmas off, but I'm not going to luck out this year. I got to work it. Unless some miracle happens and 2 people decide to work it, then I might not have to work it. But I highly doubt that'll happen. But anyway, people, I'm at work now, so I'm going to shut the vlog down here and head her inside, and I'll talk to you guys on my break. Peace the frig out and things. Alrighty people, it's friggin' 10:30 at night. I didn't really have much to talk about today, so that's why I'm picking up the camera for the first time now. Oh, this just in. YouTube app is finally out for the iPad. Friggin' rights. So happy about that. I was using m.youtube.com before on the web browser to watch videos, and let me tell you, there's nothing laggier. It was horrible because it would have to form, like, depending on the bandwidth you had, it wouldn't downgrade itself or anything. And so you'd have to sit there, hit the start the video, then pause it, let it buffer for at least a good 50 seconds and then go, and it would work, but it wasn't the same as watching it on the iPhone app or the Google Android app for YouTube, which runs the files perfectly. So it's out, it's free, it's on the App Store. If you have an iPad, go get it, you'll love it, it's friggin' awesome. You know, it's actually made by Google, not some third-party one that's out there. I know people have made YouTube apps for iOS 6 and they're charging for them, sons of bitches. This one's free and it works flawlessly. So I'm gonna go for coffee with Rex 4x4 tonight after work. Go for a quick coffee. You know, haven't done that in a while, so frig it. That's what we'll do. So I mentioned red light broadcasting in the past and people joining up and stuff. One thing I was thinking about is, even if you don't have the views to join as a partner, what you should do is apply as a director if you're interested. And that way there you can do the videos like those IRL viral videos that I was doing. If you want to get on there, start pushing that. Try and get yourself some more subscribers, some more viewers. And like JP was saying, gradually what he wants to do is he wants to have all directors be partners. So if you're interested, there's an option there for you. Apply for directorship. What the frig? So yeah, tonight's been a pretty good night. It's been pretty steady. Pretty steady indeed. I don't mind that. I don't mind steady. I hate it when it's overflowing with calls. But it was a pretty steady day, or night. So that's alright. I don't mind that. But yeah, there's not really much going on. It's kind of one of those days. Oh well, frig it. I'm gonna head her back inside and I'll talk to you guys when I get out of this joint. Peace out. Alrighty people, it's friggin' midnight. It's actually after midnight, 1 degree Celsius out. Yeah, she's getting colder, which it's supposed to do in the winter. I'm gonna head over to the Hortons, meet up with Rex. I'm supposed to be there now, but I got a last minute call, so frig it. Alright, let's rock and roll. Yeah. Best cookies ever. Nom nom. Nom 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 nom. Look at this friggin' thing. Jesus. Alright, so we're down here at the Hortons, obviously, as you know. I just came outside for a cigarette because we're not allowed to smoke inside at the Hortons. Rex is slowly making his way out, as you can tell. Slowly. And yes, people, it is currently snowing out. Friggin' sucks. But it's the way she goes. Oh, here comes Rex out of the door. Oh, he's going back in because he doesn't want to be on the video. Look, he's shy. Look, he's shy. He's shy. Rex is shy. Anyway, so we're just, you know, shooting the shit. It's like 3:30 in the morning or some friggin' thing. So it's yeah. And Rex has hard nipples. Holy crap! Is it ever snowing? Well, I'm home. Look who's in the window. Frickin' Felix. He's waiting for me to go in the house. What a kitten. Got laser beam eyes. Yup. Well, as you know, I'm home, and friggin' snowing like a son of a goof out. So I guess those warm days are long gone now. And welcome to a cold winter to come, maybe. It's supposed to be like friggin' +5 next week again. I don't know, people. I might not get a chance to use my snowblower. But as for me, I'm going to shut the video down here, so hopefully you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, give the old like button a clickety-clack and let me know that you liked it. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, that's poop. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and leave a comment in the comments section below and I'll be sure to respond. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging. Before I do that, you guys like my bananas? Yeah, you like my bananas.
Things. What is going on today? This is a short week for me. I only have to work 4 days out of 5, so that's a frackin' bonus. Basically, the reason why is because a while back, I don't know if you guys remember, back in October or September, I can't remember which month it was, I worked a weekend for Bruce, and he's giving me December 7th off because I got a Christmas party to go to. It's the girlfriend's company's Christmas party, which is probably going to be off the hook because apparently it's just a wild time. Open bar and all that shit, so holy shit, I'm probably going to get wrecked because I haven't had beer in like forever, so it's probably going to hit me like a ton of bricks. So it should be interesting. Apparently we got like a limousine to drive us home after the party and stuff, so that's kind of hardcore, you know. I've never been in a limousine before, so that'll be an experience. Probably just like driving in a car, or riding in a car, but you know, whatever. But